A recent report from the CATO Institute shows that visa interview wait times around the world have reached a new high. The latest data from U.S. consulates and embassies abroad show that some visa interviews can take more than a year. And according to your comments on my previous videos about visa interviews, many are experiencing wait times even longer. This isn't just for immigrant visas. The report says that non-immigrant visas are also experiencing significant delays, with the majority of consulates taking more than 6 months to schedule an interview for tourist or business visas. So according to this new data, how long will you need to wait for your visa interview? Keep watching because we're going to take a closer look at the current interview wait times for both immigrant and non-immigrant visas around the world, as well as what the State Department is doing about it. And if this is your first time on my channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for regular immigration news updates. If you'd like to get my help on your case, please call our office at 212-248-7907 to schedule a case evaluation. So how much have visa interview numbers improved since we last discussed them in May? At that time, there were 421,136 immigrant visa cases that were documentarily qualified with the National Visa Center and waiting for a visa interview to be scheduled. According to the NVC's July report, there are still 409,645 people awaiting their interview, a reduction of only 11,491 worldwide. To put that in context, in 2019, the average number of pending interviews to be scheduled by the NVC was 60,866, only 15% of the current backlog. The number of non-immigrant visas issued has shown a little more improvement, with 668,835 being issued in May of this year and 722,962 being issued in June. That number is still significantly lower than in July 2019, before the pandemic, when embassies and consulates around the world issued around 810,329 non-immigrant visas. And according to the latest data abroad, those numbers will need to be considerably higher in order to meet the demands for business and tourist visas within a reasonable time frame. If you are waiting for your visa interview, please leave a comment below letting everyone know which country you're in and how long you've been waiting in order to help others who might be in a similar situation. Now that we know the numbers, what does it mean for current visa interview wait times, and how long might you need to wait for yours? Unfortunately, the most recent data from embassies and consulates abroad shows that interview wait times for both immigrant and non-immigrant visas have reached new highs. Let's start with non-immigrant visa wait times. According to the recent report from the CATO Institute, student visa interviews are backed up by an average of 49 days and are 5 times as long as they were from before the pandemic. Temporary work visas are backed up by an average of 75 days, which is about 6 times as long as they were before the pandemic. And tourist visas and business visas are backed up by an average of 247 days, which is taking more than 14 times longer than before the pandemic. The non-immigrant visa wait times at different embassies and consulates vary wildly, with some just a matter of days and others extended for months. I will include a link to data for all U.S. consular posts in the description below. As many of you know, the situation for immigrant visa applicants is even worse. The State Department does not release data on interview wait times for immigrant visas, but based on the recent visa numbers we just discussed, the average wait time is likely around 10 months. While the total number of immigrant visas being issued each month is approaching pre-pandemic levels, that's nowhere near adequate if the State Department intends to fix the visa backlog. The Bureau of Consular Affairs has blamed these backlog numbers on COVID closures and a lack of staff, but most consulates have been reopened and are conducting non-emergency visa interviews. In addition, the last time visa wait times grew above a few months, President Obama then issued an executive order declaring that 80% of all non-immigrant visas had to be issued within 21 days. In response, the State Department got the processing time down to an average of just a few days, so their claim that this is a staffing issue is suspect. The author of the CATO report wasn't convinced either, saying, "This should not be a huge surprise. The consulates simply refused to do their jobs for 2 years." If you want to hear what specific U.S. consular posts had to say about resuming routine visa services and anticipated wait times for interviews, I'll include a link to that video here. I'll also continue to bring you additional immigration news as it's available, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't done so yet. Click here to watch this video next. I'll see you there.